Coming up next on this special edition of In the City, where we look back at stories from 2025. The much anticipated Buc-ee's of Murfreesboro hosted a groundbreaking celebration. Also, the Journey Home hosted a ribbon-cutting celebration for their new building. Plus, Murfreesboro's new transit center opened its doors in 2025. And the Gary Sinese Foundation funded a training conference for local firefighters. Welcome to another edition of In the City, where we're looking back at some of the stories we brought to you in 2025. I'm Michael Linn White. Our top story. 2025 brought us the much anticipated Buc-ee's of Murfreesboro groundbreaking celebration, where Mr. Buc-ee himself made an appearance.
This community is known, and it's not the first time it's been said, that this is the heart of Tennessee, right where you are. The geographic center of our state is in our community. But there's so much more to that than being the geographic center. The heart of Tennessee is right here in our community, and so much of that is reflected upon all the faces and all the segments of our community that are represented today. Thank you for being here this day, and this is a time to celebrate not only what our community has been, but what our community is becoming. And thank you for being here this morning, and on behalf of the council and the mayor, I want to welcome you to the heart of Tennessee.
In fact, Beaver was asking me, why is the economic environment in this community so robust? Because as we were standing out here chatting, I said, you know, this is one of the most robust economies in the state, this particular region of our state, and our state's one of the fastest growing in the country. So this happens to be one of the most robust regions in America. And he asked me about that and why that was, and I gave him a few reasons, but I think the real reason is partly the people standing in this tent. The people in this community have created an environment where people want to be. They've created an environment, the leadership, the chamber leadership, the mayor, the county mayor, our Brian Terry, the local legislative leadership, the business community here. Like, you all have something unique in Rutherford County, you know that. You have something very unique in Murfreesboro, you know that. And the world's kind of figuring it out. And that's why there's a Buc-ee's here.
Like Governor Lee mentioned, I mean, we spend a lot of time on the highways looking for great intersections, on great interstates, but without the community, without the workforce, without the open arms to stranger coming from out of state to bring our product into your state, then it becomes a problem. And we've had some locations we've had to walk away from because they weren't open arm, and that's not the case here in Tennessee. And as the governor mentioned, I haven't done a fact check, but there's not many states that we have 4 stores in one state. It's a big country. There's a lot of states, but that is a clear indication that we love doing business in Tennessee. Thank you.
Again, here's our photographer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, excellent.
The Journey Home is on the front line serving the homeless and disadvantaged population in Murfreesboro. In 2025, they celebrated moving into their new home.
I want to thank especially Russ Galloway, who was chair of the Capital Campaign, in which we raised $6.2 million. This building was built with not one penny of government money. That's a big deal. And even better, we're going to end up with no mortgage or else a mortgage this big. And eventually, hopefully within the first quarter of 26, we'll have families living here. We want to make sure we've got everything worked out so that they are safe. And I have one more thing to say that we learned last night. We were not able to finish the chapel because we were going to come in on budget. We got a donation yesterday that will enable us to finish the chapel by Christmas.
I think today is the start. It's the start of the birth of what happened many years ago with Scott, but all of us cannot forget that this organization cannot thrive without our support, and not just the support of the ground opening and the doors opening. We have to continually help Journey Home in the months and years to come, because things don't get easier, things do get tougher. And I have complete faith with the people that we have with the organization that we're going to be able to work together, and we're going to be able to make a difference, not just here, but in all of Murfreesboro.
I just want you to know that if you supported this project, you have invested in eternity. And the thought that all of the faces of the people who will come through these doors, and I don't mean the staff and the volunteers who are second to none, but God knows those faces. We don't know those faces yet, but He does. And He is just getting them lined up for you. I'm telling you, you're going to be changing lives like no other group ever has in Rutherford County. And so, sitting on the sidelines, we say thank you to each of you for what you do.
But we have people that are in crisis. We have people that are struggling with housing, with health, with mental illness, with broken families, with addiction, with all kind of different issues going on. And it takes community to come around folks, to offer them the hope, to offer them the resources, to offer them the relationships that say, hey, there can be a new direction. There's promise for you. There's a God that loves you. You're made in His image. He has a plan for your life. And we want to help you accomplish that and move in a new direction.
So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome home, Journey Home!
Murfreesboro's new transit center opened its doors in 2025 after its August 28th ribbon cutting.
Murfreesboro's new transit center is officially open. It was constructed on 2.89 acres at the corner of New Salem Highway and Bridge Avenue. Groundbreaking took place in October of 2023. The new $17 million transit center was made possible by a $9 million Improve Act state funds, $5 million in federal dollars, and $2.8 million in required local matching funds. This area will provide a centralized location for transit operations. The 3 buildings constructed were a 10,855 square foot administration building, 2,375 square foot passenger pavilion, and a 3,200 square foot bus maintenance building. Here are some comments from the ribbon cutting that took place August 28th, 2025.
All right, we want to welcome you today. We're at the grand opening for our new transit center here at 324 New Salem Highway. It's something I know that we've all been anticipated about, something we're excited about because this project came in under budget and was done sooner than what we had anticipated.
Today, we have over 100,000 riders annually utilizing this system. What also is really important to recognize, there are many different transit agencies providing mobility not just within the city of Murfreesboro, but also within the greater region of Nashville.
The opening of the new Murfreesboro Transit Center is a vital step forward for public transportation in Middle Tennessee. At TIPTA, we believe that strong public transit systems help build strong communities. And today, with the opening of this modern and accessible transit hub, Murfreesboro is reaffirming its commitment to a more connected and inclusive future.
I am confident that many more of these projects through Tennessee are to come, and the state is here to help, partner, and to be a source to further transit throughout the state. Congratulations once again.
3, 2, 1, cut. There we go.
In September 2025, firefighters from across the country came to the Doug Young Training Facility for the Gary Sinese Foundation's Perform Under Pressure training. The Gary Sinese Foundation brings its Training to Perform Under Pressure program to the Doug Young Public Safety Training Facility, giving firefighters from across the country a unique training opportunity.
It is a training company with instructors from all over the country. It's called Performance Under Pressure. It's called PUP. So they have instructors from Michigan, Florida, Iowa, Virginia, and they all come together. They go off and go to a certain location and do a training there.
This training is free for firefighters. The program breaks down the psychology of human performance, teaches how to balance speed with control, and helps crews build a system for executing under pressure.
So they are doing forcible entry, they are doing live fire layouts, they are doing search and rescue, obviously hose advancement, putting fire out with no live fire.
The foundation builds the sets and props necessary for this training, and over 3 days, firefighters learn how to build on the skills they already have to take them to the next level.
It's a unique training just due to the fact that we're getting instructors from all over the country, getting different ideas from different places. It's not just from Murfreesboro. So you go out, they might have a little tip or trick to do it that we didn't know about, and so you're just getting that and getting feedback from other people.
This is the second year the Gary Sinese Foundation has hosted this program in Murfreesboro, and organizers say they plan to keep the training coming back to the Doug Young Training Facility.
We have an amazing setup here. We have row houses that are already here for our ability to use, go in and search, and we actually do live fire out of them for our training here at Murfreesboro. And then we also have the tower behind us that can be a commercial building, or we can set it up as a residential.
The Gary Sinese Foundation was founded in 2011, and since then, its mission is to support veterans, first responders, and their families. On March 18, 2025, Patterson Park Community Center celebrated the opening of its all-new inclusive playground and splash pad.
All right, today's a big day. Today is a great day for this area, but also for the city of Murfreesboro, and this could not have been possible without our fearless leader at Patterson Park, Dr. Janelle Jenkins. We've got a lot of doctors, so Dr. Jenkins.
We would like to take this moment to honor the visionary leaders of the 1995 Patterson Park Study Committee, who developed the shared campus concept. And the committee was influential to making sure that the Patterson Park legacy continued to grow from generations to come. And that Patterson Park legacy is all about access, community, connectivity, and inclusion. Well, here we are 30 years later, continuing the Patterson Park legacy with our new inclusive playground and splash pad, so that we can teach the youth the importance of playing together.
During the 2025 summer break, Murfreesboro City Schools rolled out their CHOW Bus, and new this year was their mobile education resource van. Summer break is here, but Murfreesboro City Schools is staying busy making sure kids are fed, engaged, and ready to learn. The CHOW Bus started in 2014 with 5 stops at the time. Now they stop at over 15 spots around town, and last year they passed out 20,000 meals.
A lot of people just don't realize how much there is a need for meals during the summer. They get fed breakfast and lunch, sometimes a snack at schools, depending upon the program during regular school. Now that all stops when school ends, so no one ever really thinks about who's going to get the kids fed during the summer. So this is why we rolled out this program.
Even though school is out, the mission to support kids remains. The MCS CHOW Bus delivers free breakfast and lunch to children Monday through Friday.
Not just the bus runs out and feeds the children. We do have several schools that are open all summer long to feed them also. There is a list on City Schools website that you can have a list of every site that we go and we feed in every site that is open.
The CHOW Bus has been a summertime staple for years, but now it has company. A new mobile education resource van, or MIRV, joins the CHOW Bus every Wednesday. The van visits different neighborhoods packed with all kinds of goodies.
We have education and resources, so we're providing books to kids over the summer. We're following our CHOW Bus, which feeds the kids through the summer. So we're kind of tagging along behind that bus and providing books to the kids. They can jump on and get some coloring sheets and activity books and just some entertainment for them.
The supplies on MIRV are generously donated from the community.
So we have a lot of community partners. Stuff the Bus with United Way has always donated a lot of school supplies, and we're fortunate to have some crayons left over from that. We have other community partners that have donated cleaning supplies, laundry detergents, and we just really have citizens that like to give too. So I have people call and they're like, hey, we've got a box of great books we'd like to bring. I'm like, we'll take them. So just collections from everywhere.
Murfreesboro City Schools goes beyond the classroom, one stop at a time. A great example of how schools continue to serve the community year-round, and it's been extremely popular.
They were not only excited, but the moms and dads were excited, and they were so thankful. Like one little girl, it was her birthday, and it was like just happened to be on her birthday, and we rolled up, and she was able to pick out a book and get crayons, and they were just really thankful. They're glad that we're out there doing this.
The CHOW Bus runs now through August. For more information, visit cityschools.net. In 2025, the City of Murfreesboro, for the first time, offered an 8-week Citizens Academy program where they visited 27 city departments. If you've ever wondered how our city really works or thought about getting more involved, the City of Murfreesboro offers a behind-the-scenes opportunity. Councilman Bill Shacklett decided to take action and get things moving after hearing lots of interest from the community. The city hosted participants for its Citizens Academy, an 8-week series designed to introduce residents to the inner workings of local government.
Kind of pull back the curtain, like in The Wizard of Oz, where they could see what happens behind the curtain and all the things that go into making a city function.
The program offers hands-on classes and activities highlighting the role of the city's 27 departments, from public safety to public works. Participants meet city leaders, including the mayor, city council members, and department directors.
We went to a whole lot of services. We went to the police department, went to the fire department, went to the water resources department. We did all of the department heads presented during their 8-week time, or 7 weeks actually, because our last week is going to be their graduation, so we're going to celebrate the journey that they've been on.
The Academy also provides insight into the challenges facing Murfreesboro and how city leaders develop solutions to address growth, infrastructure, and community needs.
And it was really kind of the win-win-win, is that not only the citizens benefit from it, I think our department heads really were excited about telling their story to this group of people.
City officials say the Citizens Academy is ideal for residents who want to be more engaged in their community, have an interest in its operations, or even a desire to be a future leader.
I'm just excited about the way it went, how committed our citizens were to engaging each other, as well as the department heads, and learn about how the government serves them.
Organizers say they look forward to bringing the Academy back next year. The Daylighting Town Creek project off of Broad Street has made some great strides in 2025. Last year, we spent time with the construction manager to help explain the city's vision for this project.
Work is continuing on the Daylighting Town Creek project. This project will unearth Town Creek that back in the 1950s was directed into an underground culvert from Murphy Spring Wetlands at Discovery Center to Cannonsburg Village, where it becomes visible again. We get a tour to explain the different aspects of the project.
The utilities got to be done first, of course, so we can, do the correct grading on top of them. We've relocated the 8-inch ductile iron water line along Hickerson here, and we've also ran the 12-inch ductile iron water line right here and placed it inside of an encasement and ran it underneath the string channel itself. We had to hammer through the rock right here to create this channel to get the water line depth that we needed it to be. So right here we're looking at the electrical line running down Broad Street and then communication conduit on top of that. Some of this material is natural boulders, some of it is debris from the rock hammering operation for carving out the channel contours in the bottom. We're going to use this material to go back for some of the water features and just basic stream sculpting. Right here we're looking at the channel contours of where the stream will tie in at the Cannonsburg location here. If you look a little farther where that pump is, you can actually see a section of the existing concrete culvert that we have exposed. That will eventually go away. Down here in the bottom we have the stream channel. You can see where we've hammered out the contours of the channel going all the way up there. The area right there, you can see where it kind of steps up. That'll be where the retaining wall goes and kind of goes and turns around for the paver area over there where people can meet. Things that I'm looking for is the rock overhangs, the little niches in the rock. That's where your snapping turtles, your catfish, your little brim, your perches, that's where they're gonna build a home at. That's the kind of things you want the kids to see, when they visit a place like this. But yeah, it's beautiful. Looking at the soil over here, you can see where there's different layers. And you can see the gravel road bed right there. That would be old Sevier Street. If you were looking at an angle, you can see where the city offices are. And beyond that, the library. Sevier Street used to run all the way through here, so you can actually see where a section of the old road bed is left down in there. Right here we have another section of the existing culvert exposed right here. The channel contours as we go around the curve here, leading to the area where we began the rock hammering at. A portion of Hickerson Drive here behind us is going to go away. Right in this area right here where you see the barriers around a fire hydrant right here. And this area right here is kind of going to be like a turnaround area with some parking along down through here. And a portion of the old Hickerson Road will actually turn into the walking, biking trail for the actual project. We're on the east end of the project here. This is at the corner of Broad and Church Street. The guys out here, they're currently excavating another portion of the existing culvert. All throughout the project, there is a landscaping plan through here, so we're going to have a lot of vegetation that's going to be going back through this area. I'm from Murfreesboro. I lived here my whole life, and it's something I'm going to be really proud of in the end. Something I'll drive down the road one day and tell my grandkids, yeah, I built that. So it's something I feel good to be a part of.
Each year in May, the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department circles one of the events on their calendar that is very special.
Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation hosted the 4th year in a row Area 16 Special Olympics Spring Games at MTSU. On this day, athletes from Rutherford County Schools and Murfreesboro City Schools come to compete in multiple events.
We want it to be a world-class event, and we treat it just like we would any other track meet that we would host. All our athletes are announced in their lane assignments, the awards are announced. We try our best to make this as authentic and as real as any other world-class event.
What we try to do is we try to get these stands behind me filled. That's a big thing that we've been trying to do, get the fans cheering them on. And we're going to do a parade of athletes here in a little bit. Tam will announce all the schools, kind of get them hype and get the people in the stands to get hype with them.
We have almost 400 students between Rutherford County schools and Murfreesboro City School students. So it's a big day. Every year I hope more and more parents consider letting their kids participate in this event because actually Special Olympics is something that you can grow with as an athlete.
When the city partnered with the David Price Foundation years ago to build the Miracle Field, that was a start to the city being more involved with the special needs community.
Since then, that was really a directive from council for us to be a accessible and inclusive community, and the Recreation Department has just taken the lead on that and just expanded programs. We have a special needs population of youth, but they all grow up, and we want to continue that and make sure their quality of life is as good as any other citizen here in Murfreesboro.
So my wife is a career special ed teacher, and she's been having these athletes come out to this event for 20 years, and I love coming out here watching them. They've trained all year long, ready to compete. The smile on their faces, everybody's determined to do their best. It's just a great event.
We talked with a couple of the adult athletes that competed on the second day of the track and field meet.
I play bocce ball, golf, I coach basketball, and I'll do a local track tomorrow out here as well.
Oh, it really is. It's always fun to watch younger kids really get that experience of competing against other schools.
To make the day even more special, law enforcement personnel from the Murfreesboro Police Department and the Tennessee Highway Patrol proudly carried the Special Olympics torch and flags from the Murfreesboro Police Department to the event.
Come out to this event and watch this event. If you walk out with negativity, you need to check yourself.
One of Patterson Park's most popular events for Valentine's Day is the Daddy-Daughter Dance, and this year's event did not disappoint. Take a look at the hottest ticket in town, the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance at Patterson Park.
It's fantastic. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect when my daughter walked in. She said, wow, there's a lot more people here than I thought. And so neither of us really knew what to expect, but we're having a great time. The DJ's killing it. The food's been fantastic. They have more desserts here than we could ever imagined of, and so we're just having a blast.
Dads, grandfathers, and guardians spend a special night with their favorite Valentine, enjoying dinner, desserts, and lots of dancing.
Yes, a lot of fathers have sons and they have like basketball, football, but this event allows us to showcase our daughters. I'm also a girl dad, so I get to really take pride in them and showcase them out.
DJ and dance leader Craig Watkins leads the crowd in popular dances that even the most untrained dad can master. This event is a huge hit every year and one of the most diverse in the community. Organizers say this dance gives fathers or father figures a chance to do something special with their daughters.
It's an opportunity for us to get in the community and meet people, do things that we wouldn't normally do, just get out of the house, just the two of us. And it's a good excuse to do that. Obviously, the day after Valentine's Day makes it a lot more fun. I got to hang out with her mom last night, who's my #1 Valentine. Got to hang out with my #2 Valentine on back-to-back days, so what's better than that?
Make sure to mark your calendar for next year's event so you don't miss out on all the fun.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, that's it for this special edition of In the City, looking back at 2025. As always, for more information about the city of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. Here at City TV, we want to wish everyone a happy new year. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.